Good morning. Welcome to this week's Commanders List. If you're new to this list, this is a list where Silicon Valley Coins and yours truly offers 9 awesome retail coins for your potential inclusion into your collection. They are curated by me, and they are, I would say almost always, I don't want to say always, almost always incredibly nice. So this week's list, obviously, I'm going 9 for 9 because I'm going to knock it out of the park. A&A is next week. I hope to see everybody there. Please come by. You can pick up your coins at A&A if you would like. And with that being said, please subscribe to the channel. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers this year. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your mom, and let's get going. All right, starting out, boom, right off the gate. Look at this coin. 1857 proof cent, mintage 238. Compare this to some of the nonsense stuff that's coming out of the U.S. Mint. Even like the flowing hair $10 or whatever the gold piece is a beautiful coin, and they made 230 that have like the little mark on them, and that one coin sold for like close to 100 grand. I think it was something stupid. Here's a coin. The surviving mintage is way under 238. This coin is gorgeous, and it's going to cost you, well, it's going to cost you a lot less. This coin is $6,500. It did not CAC. I sent this coin into CAC. I thought it would. I don't know if John thinks that there's some lacquer on there, like it was maybe a lacquered coin in the past. I don't know. I didn't talk to him about it. I don't see any lacquer remaining. I don't see like even the slightest bit of waviness or rippling. But even if it was lacquered, you can take it off. You'd have to crack it out, of course. But I love the color on this coin. I love the rarity. I love the mirrors. I love the holder. Maybe this is, there's like a little bit of more haziness on the reverse here. So, maybe he thinks that there's a little PVC or something. I don't really know. I love the coin either way, though. Mintage 238, a lot fewer survivors, especially this obverse is just a monster. $6,500 to your doorstep. Awesome coin. All right, next up, a very difficult Barber $half. CPG on this coin is $2,000. I'm offering it at $1,850. Just go do your research and see how many of these exist at CACG and even at PCGS graded, especially with original virgin surfaces like this. This is a crusty 010. These coins were heavy workhorses in the society in which they were born, and to find them like this, unmolested, is a real treasure find. $1,850. All right, Rattler alert. This one is a Stone Mountain. Got this from a good customer who was, I guess upgrading. I don't even know what he did, or maybe he just got tired of Stone Mountain. 64 Rattler Blast White coin. It should be Jackson and Lee on the obverse. One of my favorite eagles ever on the reverse of any U.S. coin. I just love the presentation and that it's just kind of off slightly to the side. $275. You're paying a little bit of a Rattler premium, but these coins are incredibly popular. Awesome looking piece. All right, next up, there's a lot of commems in this list, by the way. This one, a new Rochelle with a kind of a cool serial number, 1285000. Blast White. You got a heifer on the front, guy with a wig. It's in one of the 2-part plastics. This is actually a really tough holder to find. Asking $375 for this coin. Properly graded, a little chattery on the reverse, but really nice eye appeal. I like the design of a new Rochelle. Always keep an eye out for these in proofs. They do exist. And if you know the fabric of what a proof looks like versus a mint state coin, they can actually still be cherry picked. All right, what else do I have here? If we're going in order, I got this Cincinnati in 65. Stephen Foster on the obverse. They say America's Troubadour. I thought he was a composer, but I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. They didn't teach us that at the Naval Academy. We were just learning engineering. And let's see here. Lovely reverse too. I like the reverse even better than the obverse on this coin. It's a little bit flashier. I also like the open fields more on this design. I'm not a big fan of the obverse design of a Cincinnati, to be honest. It is $525, OGH, CAC, properly graded. The coin's not going to 6. Maybe if you dipped it, I'd be a little bit scared to see if you dipped it, but might make it a little flashier, but the luster is slightly muted. All right, what after that? Looks like, oh, another commem. This one in gold, though. 1922 Grant, no star. That's what the NS means. They label them differently now. CAC sticker, old holder. This coin is very choice for the grade, by the way. This is a tempting crack out promise, especially since they do have a little bit of a spread. Love the reverse design and the obverse design of this, but I love the trees with the cabin. This coin is $1,600, which is kind of expensive, but I think it's very high end, and I think that a lot of people are looking for this particular gold dollar in the OGH and with CAC. Trying to see something there. There's a little tick in front of his face. I don't think Grant was a super lovable man. Just saying. Not high on the list of presidents I'd really like to meet, even though he did a few good things. Obviously, he fought for the Union. All right. I haven't had my coffee yet, so I think I'm a little loopy. 1946 S Walker Rattler, common date. These coins pretty much sell all the time for $200, which is what I am asking for this 46S. Nice strike. Some of the S mints have some issues with that, although 46S is not nearly as plagued as like a 40S or some of the other days. 40S, I think, is probably the worst. Nice looking piece, properly graded. $200. All right, now two cool coins, and I want to show these kind of like back and forth together. All right, the most common Carson City 5 is the 91 Carson City. This is a 58 CAC. I agree with the grade, but I would say it's a just made it 58. Hardly anywhere, but you know, slightly muted luster. This coin is $3,150, which is in line with what they're selling for and with the price guides. Slightly less than the price guide, actually. It's a nice piece. I mean, this is a piece that anyone would be happy to have in their collection. 58's a great grade. Always a great seller. Got a nice picture that you can go see online. All right, so $3,150 for that. Now, another 91cc. This one in XF45 gold CAC. Luster on this coin, and at least the flashiness, the luster is not as extensive, but the flashiness is better. The color is better. The holder's cooler, obviously, if you like holders, but I mean, this coin. Like I said, I don't want to attack this coin. This coin's fine. Like it's good. You know, it's a just made it 58, obviously less wear than this coin right here. But this coin's a 45 gold CAC, and it's $400 cheaper than the 91cc. I would prefer this coin. I like this coin standing solo, but they come together. I don't know what to say. it is kind of a tough comparison. Like, this is kind of like you've got two sisters, right? And like, they're both decent looking sisters, but one's like really good looking and the other one's like, I don't know what to say. I am definitely loopy this morning, folks. I apologize. And I know that there are ladies. It's like watching this. It's like you have two brothers. They're both decent looking brothers, but one's like, you know, I'm sure he's nice. Oh boy, he's good looking. So anyway, there, I made it gender neutral. We're here in California. We can get canceled for these things. So anyway, $31.50, $27.50. Great coins. Thank you for paying attention to the Commander's List. Please subscribe. Come over to A&A, and until next week, happy hunting.